Hello, hello, hello. We are back again to do some more excellent learning. So today I'm going to get my pointer ready. Here we go. We're going to be talking and learning about consonant LE. So consonants, well, we usually talk about our vowels, which is A, E, I, O, or U. And so our consonants are anything that are not vowels. So you'll see here I have consonant plus LE. Sometimes you'll see it as just C plus LE. And really all of that it means is you're going to have the LE at the end of a word, but you're also going to have an additional consonant with it. So that includes BLE, CLE, DLE, FLE, GLE, KLE, PLE, SLE, TLE, ZLE, and then also CKLE. I know that it just says one consonant LE, but sometimes that CK goes together. And so I did throw that in there because you will see some of those in there. So just wanted to keep that in mind as we're reading because it's still going to make those same sounds. All right. So first things first, in order to use the consonant LE, we have to remember the Schwab rule. So we just went over the Schwab rule. And if you don't remember it or you missed out on learning about the Schwab rule, you will want to go back and watch my Schwab rule video to get up to date on that because this will really help you. So just as a quick review, remember, it's that most common vowel sound that any vowel can make. It sounds like the U, but weaker. It sounds ugh. Remember, we just barely open our mouth. And it's found on that unaccented syllable of a word. It's marked by upside down red E or an upside down E. And it doesn't sound like the vowel that it should. So in the word bacon, it should say bake on, but it doesn't. And so I would typically tell you to change your vowel sound to, but bacon. Remember, we talked about if you've tried your short vowel sound and your long vowel sound and both don't make sense, then you're going to try the schwa sound. So it makes that sound, that and we're using that today. So we really have to remember how to use that schwa sound when we're working with consonant LE words because it's going to be that weaker sound on an unaccented syllable. So we're going to be thinking about that as we go ahead. So let's talk about what is consonant LE. So it's an unaccented, remember that just means that there's not a lot of extra emphasis on it. So it's the unaccented final syllable containing a consonant and LE. And you can see right here, they've marked it with the schwa sound. So we know that it's going to go oh. Okay, so we have words like bubble, circle, jungle, handle, humble, trample. Notice how it kind of has a little bit of a lazier, kind of a sound to it. But they all have that sound at the very, very end. We just added a consonant to it. So we have to just remember that. So I want you to go ahead and make that sound with me because they're all going to go oh. I know it's a little bit different from our schwa when we said still making that kind of sound, but now we're just going the and it's going to be a silent E, so we're not going to say that as well. All right, so we have our final syllable. It's always going to be at the end there. So we have words like bubble. So we have bull like bubble, coal like uncle, dull like candle, full like ruffle, goal like angle, coal like ankle, pull like dimple, soul like tussle, tull like bottle, and zul like puzzle. And then I also included over here, it can also include CKLE words like freckle and buckle. Because remember, sometimes that CK stays together as a word part, but it makes that hard K sound. If you also need a review on hard and soft C sounds, you can do so as well in one of my other YouTube videos. Okay, so now you can see we have a whole bunch of these. There's a lot of consonant LEs. But the important thing is that you just remember it makes that sound. I still have a lot of friends that want to give that L sound, that O, and then they want to try and add a vowel sound. But these are all going to kind of make the same sound. So just hold tight and remember to that. Okay. So when you're looking at it, you have to know a couple of things. Is it going to be, as you're decoding, an open or a closed syllable word? So if the syllable ends in a vowel, the syllable is open. Remember, we've talked about open and closed syllables. Then that vowel is a long sound. So we can see here, this is where we divided our syllable. The last letter in the syllable is a vowel, so it's open. So it's going to say U, that long vowel sound. So we have B, U, bu, and then we know this part's going to say gull. And we have bugle. And then they put a line through it just so we remember that we don't give it a sound. It's a silent sound. If the syllable ends in a consonant, the syllable is closed and the vowel is short. So you can see here is our syllable division. And I look through here and I have a consonant here. I know it's going to be closed. So I have k and can. And I know my DLE says dull. Can, dull. So the vowel sound in the consonant LE syllable is the schwa sound. And thank goodness for us, we already learned the schwa sound. Oh, I needed to click and not tap. Maybe that's the end. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe it is. Is that as far as it wanted to go for me today? It must be. Must be. Okay, it is. Because next we're going to do some application. So if you are doing this with me, then we're going to do some different games to work on it. And if you are watching this video as a review or new learning, then you will be getting some work from me. So just as a reminder, our consonant LE, it's that unaccented final syllable in your word. So it's that consonant plus that LE, and it's going to have that schwa sound. There can be a bunch of different ones. So I want you to remember all of those different ones. They're all going to make that ol sound at the end. But as long as you remember your schwa sound and that E is going to be silent, you're good to go. Remember, you're open and closed. So we're going to put this into practice.